Hey there folks, Quentin here, Master Ramen on the internet with another comics book review, and this time I have the Marvel Holiday Special from 1994. It's an anthology book. It's has 6 or 7 stories with various Marvel characters. I give this book a 4 out of 10. It's not very uplifting and not very Christmassy in that regards. There's a couple of dark stuff in here that sort of it's off-putting if in the context of this being a holiday special, like a Spider-Man. The first story was Spider-Man, where he's trying to save an angel, and the devil sort of gives him this impossible choice, like, if you save him, you will save the world, but if you don't, I will sort of take you to the depths of hell, kind of thing. And Spider-Man doesn't save the angel, and Mephisto lets him go anyway, because he says, you will suffer more by living, knowing that I took the hope of the world away from the earth. But then when Spider-Man goes back, Mephisto has no idea why there's still hope in the world, and the angel tells him, you know, you have good in you because you showed mercy to Spider-Man, and that's why hope will never die. So that was sort of like a weird Spider-Man story, which I did like the artwork a little bit. The Spider-Man parts were wonky, but the rest of it is very competent and very, very good. Like, this is the panel that I really like from this short story, but the rest of it sort of is not really to my taste because it just doesn't look right. Like this panel here, like, I like it, but then, like, I just don't like the Spider-Man. So that's sort of the issue I had with that. And there was a couple of more. There's this Nick Fury story where it's he's definitely a man out of time. He's sort of mopey during the holidays, and he tries to sort of connect with people, where he goes to this old folks home because he is a man out of time. He is from World War II era, and he tries to, like, sort of reminisce about that time he spent in World War II, and the World War II vets were not having it because he's there like, you're too young, sonny, you don't know what you're talking about. So he, you know, goes off and sulks some more, and then, you know, he gets this mail that's from, like, the 40s, and like, hey, sorry, this mail just got mailed because it was behind a desk or a cabinet or whatever. So it was an uplifting message for him, and he sort of melts his heart, and he sort of buys gifts for all the SHIELD members, and that's sort of that story. They have a really sort of fun one here with the Tom DeFalco and Mark, what is this guy's name? Mark Grunwald, where it shows that, you know, like, on the Christmas Eve, like, their day of trying to buy one another gifts, and it sort of backfires because they, you know, they sell an item, like Tom DeFalco sells his cigars to buy something for Mark, and Mark cuts his hair so he could buy something for Tom. And what they bought each other is, like, Tom buys Mark a brush for his hair, and Mark buys Tom a lighter for his cigars. So it's one of those sort of funny things that, like, oh, we tried to help one another, but in the end, sort of didn't really help at all. So that was a little bit fun. The artwork for that was really great. It's very reminiscent of, like, Archie books. And then they had a story here called Mud Pie, featuring Captain Ultra, which I had no idea there was a Captain Ultra. It's really well drawn, but this story is kind of very off-putting because Captain Ultra is a comedian. He tries to go to this comedy club on Christmas Eve, but the whole town is shut down because they all went missing, and his manager, this guy, this creepy guy looking here, didn't let him know that the show was canceled because they didn't have cell phones back then. So how could he know? How could he contact him? And then he's sort of grabbed up by this Mud Pie character who kidnapped the entire townspeople because they were making too much noise during Christmas, and he didn't like that. So he goes against Mud Pie, and he realizes the town folks are all still alive. They're all just down there in the dungeon with this Mud Pie character, and he fights him and he tries to defeat him. And the way he defeats him is he tells all the townsfolk to take all their clothes off so that he can throw the clothes at this mud monster, and then the clothes absorb all the mud, and he sort of dwindles and becomes nothing. And then that's how he defeats him. And that's like not very Christmassy at all. It's kind of dumb. I really didn't like that one, but it's drawn really well, and it's like that's not very Christmassy. So that's one of the reasons why I give it a 4. But as a non-holiday book, I do give it a 6 because it was surprisingly good. I did enjoy this book. Not all the stories are good, but in the end, for me as a comic book reader, this was some pretty cool little short stories. I did like I said, 6 out of 10. But as a holiday Christmas special, 4 out of 10. This is just not a very good holiday special, and definitely not for kids. And if you're looking for something uplifting during the holidays, definitely don't get this, because this is not uplifting. You would think that it'd be happier and just all around, warm, uplifting sort of feeling a book from a holiday book. You would think so, but not for Marvel, not back in 1994. Maybe they were just trying to be a little too edgy and sort of like, I don't exactly know who this is for, because I don't even think, 13-year-old me would even like this at all. But I do like it now. As like I said, 6 out of 10. But a holiday special, no, it's not really what I thought it was going to be. But I was pleasantly surprised by what I found in here, and I just picked this up for $1, so that was all good. That's my review. Go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And until next time, God bless.